when you have short hair like I do, the last thing you want anyone to tell you about is trimming. I mean, why would you want to shorten the short hair that you have? Like, why? But you know, trimming really isn't that bad, and maybe trimming is like a key to getting your really short hair to like long hair, long healthy hair. And plus, what is length if there's no health? So yeah, in this video I'm going to show you how to trim your hair at home with very simple equipment. Yeah, with just a comb, a brush, and your shears. Supposed to have shears, but I have scissors. They work. Yeah, so keep watching. So a quick disclaimer is that I'm using natural light, so the light might fluctuate like this, like that, and plus it's in the evening, afternoon. It's like 5 p.m. So yeah, forgive me for that. So I've already sectioned this part of my hair. I haven't sectioned this part of my hair. I haven't trimmed this part of my hair. I've trimmed this part of my hair. I am about to trim this part of my hair with you guys. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, so before I trim, I'm just going to tell you basically how you know that your hair needs a trim. So the first and most obvious sign is when you have split ends. Split ends are a clear indication that your hair really needs a good trim, because your ends are dying. Like they're causing more harm than good to your hair in terms of length retention and health retention. I'm not such an advocate for length as I am for health. So yeah, so split ends are your number one enemy. The second thing is this. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, this is excessive shedding. So which is the reason why I personally am trimming my hair today, is because I've been experiencing a lot of shedding with my hair. So that is a number two indicator that you need a good trim. You see, it just keeps shedding. So that is number two indicator that you need a good shed. The third, a good trim. The third sign is when you have fairy knots. So fairy knots are usually the knots that you get. You see, like when you have a twist like this one. I don't have fairy knots, but when you have a twist like this one, and you have those strands that are usually far much longer than majority of your hair. So when you have those, when how to explain this, when the strands they kutana, they meet huku nje, and then they form knots, those are fairy knots. So when you have majority of them like on your twists or like on your hair, you know that you need a good trim. Like your ends are basically a trim is highly recommended or highly needed based on what your ends are telling you, because like those are the ones that you're cutting, you're trimming. It's like you're cutting off your toxic 2019 friends. Those are like the rest of your hair's toxic 2019 friends. How many are those? 3. Yeah, so I'll probably give 5. So the fourth one is when you have visible thick thick roots and thin ends. That's like a clear indication that you need a good trim. I think that's self-explanatory. Or when like you're thick and then like upper, like they're so straight because of heat damage and all that, you genuinely need a good trim. And the last and final one is when your hair does not have like a definite shape or like definite body. It's like when you have Ed and Eddie hair. You know how Eddie had hair like that's like this, and then ako kingine kako hapa, and then the other one is like here like that, you know, like when your hair does not have like a definite body, you know that you need to have a good trim so that you can kind of level it. Now trimming has a few benefits, one of which is just general health. Like your hair will just it'll just be a lot more healthy. I don't know how else to say that without sounding repetitive, but yeah, once you trim your hair will be generally very, very healthy. Yeah. And number 2, it will be a lot more manageable because all your ends, all the not so useful parts of your hair are gone, so you will only be nourishing and focusing on the healthier hair, and that is what is going to boost a lot of hair growth. It's like that that experiment we did in chemistry where we were, I don't remember what it was called, but like we were mixing 2 components and then taking out like the result so that more is produced. So that's what trimming does. It doesn't guarantee at now because you have 2 inches of hair, once you trim it, it's going to be like 14 in the next 2 weeks. No, but at least you're going to see like significant you're going to see a little bit of growth, but then it will be healthy growth. You know, it's better to have 4 inches of healthy hair than 6 inches of unhealthy hair. Okay, so basically what I've done, I have a mirror here, so if I'm not looking at you, I'm not being a weirdo. So you first of all need to finger detangle the section of your hair that you want to trim. Make sure that your fingers can pass through. You can always section. My hair is pretty short, so I'm going to section so that I don't end up cutting too much hair. Oh, not too. It's still shedding. So I'm going to do this in two sections. That section and this other one. I'm just going to use a porcupine stick to keep that away from me. Yeah, so on this section, once you have finger detangled, okay, take your brush. I need to disclaimer, my hair is moisturized. It's moist. It's moist. It's not damp and it's not wet, but it's moist. However, trim your hair when it's at least moist. If not, trim it when it's damp. You can use conditioner. You can always spray it with water from your spray bottle. You can do it like after like a good day, like on a wash day or something, so that when your hair is it's easily manageable when it's wet. So that's the best time to manipulate your hair, you know. So yeah, so with that said, take your brush and pass it through the section of hair that you just finger detangled. Start from the bottom. Of course, for those of us with short hair, the bottom is the top, but God will see us through. So start from the bottom as you work your way up. And your brush should go through your hair easily. It's not rocket science. Yeah. Once you're satisfied with that, not much hair has come out, take this comb. I got this comb at Best Lady. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just run it through. It's going to be easy. It's going to be easier at the top than at the bottom. So, but even my bottom is not that bad, honestly. So where it starts to get stuck kinda is where you know you need to cut and snip, cut and snip, cut and snip. So, and you don't necessarily need to cut 3 inches of hair. Why are you cutting 3 inches of hair? If you want to cut 3 inches of hair, so just go to a barber shop. Aye. Just kidogo hair. Just cut what is necessary. So for me, that is going to be enough for me to cut off. It's not that much. It's like half an inch or a quarter of an inch. Use your index finger and your ring finger. By placing it upper on your knuckle, you're going to be able to hold it evenly. Let me show you. It's still breaking. So you don't want to cut it like this straight because your hair is not like this straight. So using your comb, the reason why you're using your comb is because it's taking the shape and form of your hair. So at that point, use your index finger and your middle finger, and you don't need to cut that much. Once you have that, take your scissors and trim. Be careful not to cut yourself. Just give your hair a good trim, and that's it. So this is all I've trimmed. It's not so much, it's like half an inch or something, or a quarter of an inch. Yeah, and that's it. You're done. Trim. That's it. So you do your 3-strand braids or twist, 2-strand twist if you have like long enough hair. I don't, for that section. And then you go to the next section and do the same. Repeat the process and you're done. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to return my hair into these small twists, and yeah, that's it. Maybe let me trim this second section with you guys, just for anyone who missed something. I'm going to turn to show you. So finger detangle. I had finger detangled all of it. Use that. That's it. And then I braid it. And that basically is how easy it is for you to trim at home. The end. So I'm just going to do the rest off camera, because it's far much easier to do anything off camera. I hope that was a bit educational, is it? Yeah, I hope you learned something. I hope you trim your hair. Plus the plus point, yeah, the good thing is that we are all on quarantine. So like, if you think if you trim your hair people will see you short hair, they won't. Everyone is at home, no one will see you. Plus your hair is going to grow, so it's going to grow back and surpass whatever you have now by the time outside is being open. So at least you'll have healthier, longer hair by then. So thank you so much for joining me on this video. Be sure to subscribe and tell a friend. I make hair content and career content every other day. I post it every other week. So yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.